What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and I've got to talk about this Nintendo Switch 2 ordeal that is going on the internet. I for one, find it extremely hilarious. Now, we all know that Nate the Hate on his podcast mentioned, the Switch 2 is being revealed on January 16th. And typically, Nintendo, with just about everything, they always, the day before or the night before, they announce they announce the announcement that something is happening the following day, whether it's a direct or a trailer or something like that. So right now they have not announced anything, and people are pissed. I mean, people are very mad to the point where it's like ruining their night, ruining their week. I find that a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna let something like, yeah, am I disappointed? Of course. And we still don't know. It could absolutely happen tomorrow, but I don't know. I never really bought into the 16th, because Donkey Kong comes out tomorrow. So why would they announce the Switch 2 on the day that they have a game coming out? It never really made sense to me. Now, granted, it's a two-time remaster. It's a remaster of a remaster. So it's really an old game with slightly better visuals and gameplay and stuff like that. So it's not like it's a new Donkey Kong game, but I don't know. It's crazy to me that we would even think that it's possible. But obviously, Nintendo is kind of, with Furukawa, I mean, things have definitely changed as far as their announcement cadence goes. So it's still possible. It just always seemed a little bit weird to me that they're going to announce one of the most hype releases this year on a day that they have a game coming out. It just, they have the entire year to plan it, years to plan it, and in months in advance to get this video ready to go for the release date, and they choose the 16th. It's weird to me. Again, not saying that it couldn't happen, but um, I just don't think that it is at this point. I think we would have saw something, and for them to shadow drop a Switch 2 release out of nowhere, that also seems very weird to me. I know it's the hopium copium that people are having right now, um, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong, but here we are. Um, but what I really want to talk about is if this doesn't happen, I'll eat my words, I guess, if it does. Is it finally time that we discredit these leakers? I've been saying it all year that I don't think they actually know anything. They don't know exactly what's going on with Nintendo. Nintendo could absolutely be feeding some people lies or misinformation in the hopes that they spread these to these insiders, these leakers, and then they tell the public, and they get the public hyped up and irritated, and then they can kind of figure out who these insiders and who the inside employees are, and then when they spread that information to the leakers, whatever. Um, I don't know. I think too many people um, on the internet, and really Nintendo YouTubers are kind of the worst at it. I don't consider myself a Nintendo YouTuber. I generally talk about everything. I love all the consoles and all the platforms and stuff like that. Yes, we've been talking a lot about Nintendo this week just because of these rumors, and people are so confident that they happen. And I think the problem is once these people, Puro and Nate the Hate and others, once they say something, a lot of these people take it as gospel that it's 100% correct. I mean, I've seen so many people on Twitter and YouTube saying, Switch 2 is happening this week, and that's a very bold claim to put out there, and it's gonna eventually make people really mad. Even if you're not the one that is leaking the information, you're just taking it as a news story and kind of telling people, hey, these are what those rumors are. Eventually it's gonna make people mad, especially when you're taking someone else's word as gospel, as the truth, without saying, yeah, people do say rumor, but like when you see them in the videos, they're like, yes, it's definitely happening for sure. And it's been all over the internet, and I think people are just kind of sick of it at this point. And I totally understand. I'm not going to go out there and comment on people's YouTube videos and reply to them on X and Twitter, whatever. you know, and kind of bash people. 'Cause that's just really not the person I am. I'll definitely have conversations about it, but like to actually type up something because you're pissed, you just got to take everything as a grain of salt at the end of the day. You know, if you keep you keep your expectations low, then you really can never be disappointed. It's kind of how I view things. I mean, that's how we have to go into every single announcement, every direct, every PlayStation State of Play, every Xbox Direct is like we gotta keep the hype in check. Otherwise, we're just gonna be super disappointed all the time, and that's not the way I want to live. So, but yeah, I think it's time for me at least, and I hope a lot of other people kind of discredit these leakers. I just don't think they know what's going on. Again, I may eat my words, and it could absolutely happen, and I hope it's right. And then when Nate the Hate or others kind of talk about stuff, I'll say, okay, well, maybe it's happening. But for now, if this doesn't happen, I'm just going to assume that they're wrong at this point. They're getting bad information. So we'll see what happens. Again, I want it to be revealed. I just want to see what it officially looks like when Nintendo is presenting it. I want to see the games, most importantly. I want to see the software. I want to see the OS. I want to see what the C button does. We think it's the chat button, but we'll see what it actually is. I'm just very excited. I mean, it's a new console launch, but it feels like it's taking forever. And again, Nintendo's got a plan, and it doesn't help when you've got people constantly leaking stuff and confirming dates when we don't actually know if it's true or not. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I know a lot of you are probably upset with these people constantly just talking about it and saying that it's going to happen when nobody actually knows. But yeah, let me know. And hey, I may be doing another video tomorrow and reacting to the trailer, so that's always exciting too. So have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.